A Practical Guide to the Art of Relationship, The Mastery of Love, a Toltec Wisdom Book by Don Miguel Ruiz. Amber Allen Publishing, San Rafael, California. Copyright 1999. Chapter 5, The Perfect Relationship. Imagine a perfect relationship. You are always intensely happy with your partner because you live with the perfect person for you. How would you describe your life with this person? Well, the way you relate with this person will be exactly the way you relate with a dog. A dog is a dog. It doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be a dog. You are not going to change a dog for a cat or a dog for a horse. It is what it is. Just accepting this fact in your relations with other humans is very important. You cannot change other people. You love them the way they are, or you don't. You accept them the way they are, or you don't. To try to change them to fit what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog for a cat or a cat for a horse. That is a fact. They are what they are. You dance or you don't dance. You need to be completely honest with yourself to say what you want and see if you are willing to dance or not. You must understand this point because it is very important. When you truly understand, you are likely to see what is true about others and not just what you want to see. If you own a dog or a cat, think about how you relate to your pet. Let's consider your relationship with a dog, for example. The animal knows how to have a perfect relationship with you. When your dog does something wrong, what do you do with your dog? A dog doesn't care what you do, it just loves you. It doesn't have any expectations. Isn't that wonderful? But what about your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your partner, husband or wife? They have so many expectations and they are changing all the time. The dog is responsible for its half of the relationship with you. One half of the relationship is completely normal, the dog's half. When you come home, it barks at you, it wags its tail, it pants because it's so happy to see you. It does its part very well, and you know it is the perfect dog. Your part is almost perfect also. You handle your responsibility. You feed your dog, you take care of your dog, you play with your dog. You love your dog unconditionally. You will do almost anything for your dog. You do your part perfectly, and your dog its part perfectly. Most people can easily imagine this kind of relationship with their dog, but why not with another person? Do you know any woman or any man, any human who is not perfect? The dog is a dog, and that is okay with you. You don't need to be responsible for your dog to make it a dog. The dog doesn't try to make you be a good human, a good master. Then why can't we allow people to be people and love that human the way they are without trying to change that person? Perhaps you are thinking, but what if I am not with the right person? That is a very important question. Of course, you have to choose the right person. And what is the right woman, the right man, the right human, someone who wants to go in the same direction as you do, someone who is compatible with your views and your values emotionally, physically, economically, spiritually. How do you know if your partner is right for you? Let's imagine that you are a man and a woman is going to choose you. If there are 100 women looking for a man and each will look at you as a possibility, for how many of these women will you be the right man? The answer is you don't know. That is why you need to explore and take the risk. But I can tell you that the right woman for you is the woman you love just the way she is, the woman you don't have the need to change at all. That's the right woman for you. You are lucky if you find the right woman for you, and at the same time, you are the right man for her. You are going to be the right man for her if she loves you just the way you are and she doesn't want to change you. She doesn't have to be responsible for you. She can trust that you are going to be what you claim you are, what you project you are. She can be as honest as possible and project to you what she is. She will not come to you pretending to be something that you later discover she is not. The one who loves you just the way you are. Because if someone wants to change you, it means you are not what that person wants. Then why is she with you? You know, it's easy to love your dog because your dog doesn't have any opinions about you. The dog loves you unconditionally. This is important. Then, if your partner loves you just the way you are, it is just like the dog loves you. You can be yourself with your partner. You can be a man, you can be a woman, you can be your version of human just the way the dog can be a dog with you. When you meet a person just after hello, they start sending you information right away. They can hardly wait to share their dream with you. They open themselves up even if they don't know they're doing it. It's so easy for you to see every person just the way they are. You don't need to lie to yourself. You can see what it is you're buying, and you either want it or you don't. But you cannot blame the other person for being a dog or a cat or a horse. If you want a dog, then why are you getting a cat? If you want a cat, why would you get a horse or a chicken? You know the kind of man or woman that you want? The one who makes your heart sing. The one who is aligned with the way you are. The one who loves you just as you are. Why set yourself up for something else? Why not get what you want? Why pretend to make someone fit which she is not? It doesn't mean you don't love her. It means you make a choice and say yes or no because you love yourself also. You make a choice and you are responsible for your choices. Then, if the choices are not working well, you do not blame yourself. You simply make another choice. But let's imagine that you get a dog and you love cats. You want your dog to behave like a cat, and you try to change the dog because it never says meow. What are you doing with the dog? Get a cat. This is the only way to begin a great relationship. First, you have to know what you want, how you want it, when you want it. You have to know exactly what the needs of your body are, what the needs of your mind are, and what fits well with you. There are millions of men and women, and each one is unique. Some will make a good match for you, and some won't make a good match at all. You can love everyone, but to deal with a person on an everyday basis, you will need someone more closely aligned to you. That person doesn't need to be exactly like you. The two of you only need to be like a key in a lock, a match that works. You need to be honest with yourself and honest with everyone else. Project what you feel you really are and don't pretend to be what you are not. It is as if you are in a market. You are going to sell yourself and you are also going to buy. In order to buy, you want to see the quality of what you are going to get. But in order to sell, you need to show others what you are. It isn't about being better or worse than someone else. It's about being what you are. If you see what you want, why not take a risk? But if you see it is not what you want, you know you are going to pay for it. Don't go around crying, "My lover abuses me," when it was so clear for you to see. Don't lie to yourself. Don't invent in people what is not there. This is the message. If you know what you want, you will find it. Is just like your relationship with your dog, but better. See what is in front of you. Don't be blind or pretend to see what is not there. Don't deny what you see just to get the merchandise when that merchandise will not fit your needs. When you buy something you don't need, it ends up in the garage. It's the same in a relationship. Of course, it can take years for us to learn this painful lesson, but this is a good beginning. If you make a good beginning, then the rest is going to be easier because you can be yourself. Perhaps you already have a certain amount of time invested in a relationship. If you choose to keep going, you can still have a new beginning by accepting and loving your partner just as she is. But first, you will need to take a step back. You have to accept yourself and love yourself just the way you are. Only by loving and accepting yourself the way you are can you truly be and express what you are. You are what you are, and that is all you are. You don't need to pretend to be something else. When you pretend to be what you are not, you are always going to fail. Once you accept yourself just the way you are, the next step is to accept your partner. If you decide to be with a person, don't try to change anything about her. Just like your dog or your cat, let her be who she is. She has the right to be who she is. She has the right to be free. When you inhibit your partner's freedom, you inhibit your own because you have to be there to see what your partner is and is not doing. And if you love yourself so much, you are never going to give up your personal freedom. Can you see the possibilities a relationship offers? Explore the possibilities. Be yourself. Find a person who matches with you. Take the risk, but be honest. If it works, keep going. If it doesn't work, then do yourself and your partner a favor. Walk away. Let her go. Don't be selfish. Give your partner the opportunity to find what she really wants, and at the same time, give yourself the opportunity. If it's not going to work, it is better to look in a different direction. If you cannot love your partner the way they are, someone else can love them just as they are. Don't waste your time, and don't waste your partner's time. This is respect. If you are the provider and your partner is the addict, and this is not what you want, perhaps you would be happier with someone else. But if you decide to be in that relationship, do your best. Do your best because you are the one who is going to reap the reward. If you can love your partner the way she is, If you can open your heart completely to your partner, you can reach heaven through your love. If you already have a cat and you want a dog, what can you do? You can start practicing from this point forward. You have to aim for a new beginning by cutting your ties with the past and starting all over again. You don't have to have attachments to the past. All of us can change, and it can be for better. This is a new beginning for you to forgive whatever happened between you and your partner. Let it go, because it was nothing but personal importance. It was nothing but misunderstanding. It was nothing but someone being hurt and trying to get even. It's not worth whatever happened in the past to spoil the possibility that you can reach heaven in a relationship. Have the courage to go for it 100% or let it go. Let go of the past and begin every day at a higher level of love. This will keep the fire alive and make your love grow even more. Of course, you need to look at what it means to have the good moments and the bad moments. If being emotionally or physically abused is a bad moment, I don't know if a couple should keep going. If a bad moment is that someone loses their job, something is wrong at work, or someone has an accident, that is another kind of bad moment. If the bad moments come from fear, if they come from lack of respect, humiliation, or hatred, I don't know how many bad moments a couple can survive. In the relationship with your dog, you can have a bad moment. For whatever reason it happens, an accident, a bad day at work, or whatever, you come home and the dog is there barking at you, tail wagging, looking for your attention. You don't feel like playing with the dog, but the dog is there. The dog will not feel hurt that you don't want to play because it doesn't take it personally. Once the dog celebrates your arrival and finds out you don't want to play, the dog goes and plays by itself. The dog doesn't stay there and insist that you be happy. Sometimes you can feel more support from your dog than from a partner who wants to make you happy. If you don't feel like being happy and you only want to be quiet, it's nothing personal. It has nothing to do with your partner. Perhaps you have a problem and you need to be quiet, but that silence can cause your partner to make a lot of assumptions. What did I do now? It's because of me. It has nothing to do with your partner. It's nothing personal. Left alone, the tension will go away and you will return to happiness. That is why the key in the lock has to be a match. Because if one of you has a bad moment or an emotional crisis, your agreement is to allow each other to be what you are. Then the relationship is another story. It's another way of being, and the whole thing can be very beautiful. Relationship is an art. The dream that two create is more difficult to master than one. To keep two of you happy, you have to keep your half perfect. You are responsible for your half, and your half has a certain amount of garbage. Your garbage is your garbage. The one who has to deal with that garbage is you, not your partner. If your partner tries to clean your garbage, she is going to end up with a broken nose. We have to learn not to put our nose where no one wants it. And it's the same with your partner's half. Your partner has a certain amount of garbage. Knowing your partner has garbage, you allow her to deal with her own garbage. You are going to love her and accept her with all of her garbage. You are going to respect her garbage. You are not in the relationship to clean your partner's garbage. She is going to clean her own. Even if your partner asks for your help, you have the choice to say no. Saying no doesn't mean you don't love or accept your partner. It means you are not able to or you don't want to play that game. For example, if your partner gets angry, you can say, "You have the right to be mad, but I don't have to be mad because you are mad. I didn't do anything to cause your anger." You don't have to accept your partner's anger at all, but you can allow her to be angry. There is no need to argue. Just allow her to be what she is. Allow her to heal without intervening. And you can also agree not to interfere with your own healing process. Let's say you are a man and you are happy, and for whatever reason, your partner cannot be happy. He has personal problems. He is dealing with his garbage and he is unhappy. Because you love him and will support him, but supporting him doesn't mean you are going to be unhappy because he is unhappy. This is not support at all. If he is unhappy and you get unhappy, both of you sink. If you are happy, your happiness can bring his happiness back. At the same time, if you are down and he is happy, his happiness is your support. For your own sake, let him be happy. Don't even try to take his happiness away. Whatever happens in your work, don't come home and throw your poison at him. Be silent and let him know it's nothing personal. You're just dealing with yourself. You can say, "Keep being happy, keep playing, and I will join you when I can enjoy your happiness. Right now, I need to be alone." If you understand the concept of the wounded mind, you will understand the reason why romantic relationships are so difficult. The emotional body is sick. It has wounds. It has poison. If we are not aware that we are sick or that our partner is sick, we become selfish. The wounds hurt, and we have to protect our wounds, even from the ones we love. But if we have the awareness, we can have different agreements. When we are aware that our partner has emotional wounds and we love our partner, we certainly don't want to touch her wounds. We don't want to push her to heal her wounds, and we don't want her to push us to heal our wounds. Take the risk and take the responsibility to make a new agreement with your partner. Not an agreement that you read in a book, but an agreement that works for you. If it doesn't work, change that agreement and create a new one. Use your imagination to explore new possibilities and create new agreements based on respect and love. Communication through respect and love is the whole key to keeping the love alive and never getting bored in your relationship. It's about finding your voice and stating your needs. It's about trusting yourself and trusting your partner. What are you going to share with your partner is not the garbage, but your love, your romance, your understanding. The goal is for the two of you to be happier and happier, and that calls for more and more love. You are the perfect man or woman, human, and your partner is the perfect human, just as the dog is the perfect dog. If you treat your partner with love and respect, who is going to benefit? No one else but you. Heal your half, and you are going to be happy. If you can heal that part of you, then you are going to be ready for a relationship without fear, without need. But remember, you can only heal your half. If you are in a relationship and you work with your half and your partner works with the other half, you will see how quickly progress is made. Love is what makes you happy. And if you become the servant of love and your partner becomes the servant of love, you can just imagine all the possibilities. The day will come when you can be with your partner with no guilt, no blame, no anger, and no sadness. That day will be wonderful when you can be completely open, only to share, only to serve, only to give love. Once you decide to be a couple, you are there to serve the one you love, the one you choose. You are there to serve your love to your lover, to be each other's servant. In every kiss, in every touch, you feel you are each there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. More than sex, it's about being together. The sex becomes wonderful also, but it's completely different. Sex becomes a communion. Sex becomes a complete surrendering, a dance, an art, a supreme expression of beauty. And you can make an agreement that says, I like you, you are wonderful, and you make me feel so good. I'll bring the flowers, you bring the soft music, we'll dance, and we'll both go to the clouds. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's romantic. It's no longer a war of control. It's about service, but you can only do that when the love you have for yourself is very strong. This concludes chapter 5. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You'll be notified at the next chapter.